What's going on, guys, and welcome to the first episode of my new podcast, Twitch Weekly, your weekly digest for all things streaming. For those of you watching on my YouTube channel, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dylan, and I will be your host for this video podcast. Video podcast. It's also an audio podcast because you can listen to this, which some of you probably are. And thank you for listening for those who are. I'm going to eat strawberries. That's a good strawberry. All right. So, without further ado, let's get into the episode. So on May 14th, which was last Thursday, Twitch announced what is called their Twitch Safety Advisory Council. And to use their wording, keeping our community safe and healthy is a top priority for Twitch. Today, we're excited to announce the formation of the Twitch Safety Advisory Council, which will support the growth of our community moving forward. The Safety Advisory Council will inform and guide decisions made at Twitch by contributing their experiences, expertise, and belief in Twitch's mission of empowering communities to create together. There's a dog barking course going on outside. The council will advise on a number of topics, including drafting new policies and policy updates, developing products and features to improve safety and moderation, promoting healthy streaming and work-life balance habits, protecting the interest of marginalized groups, identifying emerging trends that could impact the Twitch experience. This group is composed of online safety experts and Twitch creators who have a deep understanding of Twitch, its content, and its community. When developing the council, we felt it was essential to include both experts who can provide an external perspective as well as Twitch streamers who deeply understand creators' unique challenges and viewpoints. Each member of the council was carefully selected based on their familiarity with the Twitch community and their relevant personal and professional experiences. We are excited to work with this talented group to make Twitch the best place to grow and foster community. The creation of the Safety Advisory Council is just one way we are enhancing our approach to issues of trust and safety. We will continue to invest in tools, products, and policies that promote the safety and well-being of everyone on Twitch. What a mouthful, but I like that they are very transparent with what they're trying to do here. One issue that a lot of people have with Twitch is their transparency. A lot of people feel like Twitch isn't that transparent, and the Safety Advisory Council will increase transparency on Twitch. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, please try to ignore this mess behind me. I'm in the middle of cleaning my room, but I had to get this done, so there is a mess. I like this idea. A lot of people are optimistic about the Safety Advisory Council. A lot of people are also very on edge about it, understandably. So, let's kind of just go into each member of this Safety Advisory Council, kind of what they stand for, and see if that maybe eases your stress about this council, or if this really just gets the ball rolling on a conversation that needs to be had between Twitch and its creators and community. By the way, I am a Twitch streamer. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time over at twitch.tv/DillShelby13. I'll leave a link in the description and in the show notes for this episode, so you can go watch me on Twitch and watch me follow Twitch TOS. Hopefully. I don't know. You know, it's so vague. You could be breaking it and not even knowing it. But let's get into each member of this council, and let's just go for it. So the first member, this list is in alphabetical order. I will be skipping one person and bringing them back around at the end, because there's one person who is already causing a lot of traction on Reddit and Twitter, whether it's, good or bad, definitely causing some controversy that I'm going to get into. So I'll introduce them last, but every other name on this list is in alphabetical order. So first we have Alex Holmes, and Alex is deputy CEO at nonprofit the Diana Award, which is a legacy of Princess Diana's belief that young people have the power to change the world. He is the founder of the peer-to-peer support program Anti-Bullying Ambassadors, a network of trained young people dedicated to preventing peer-on-peer violence on and offline and bullying, particularly in schools. Alex sits on the global safety advisory boards of a number of the major social media and tech companies, advising them on their approach to safety and online harm. So what makes this guy so great for the council is that he is already on multiple councils exactly like this. So he understands how these councils work, how they're supposed to be set up, and how to kind of create transparency between himself, the community, and the platform, which is of utmost importance with Twitch. Yes, I am eating a strawberry for those observant YouTube viewers. So this is going to turn into an ASMR podcast at a couple points in this. All right, so next up we have Co-Carnage. And Co-Carnage is a Twitch partner and one of the original variety streamers on Twitch. He plays most major releases and indie darlings and is well known for his 100% franchise playthroughs leading up to most major game releases. Co-Carnage is known for his positive community, the Coalition, and his slogan, happy, helpful, respectful. So, not only is he a Twitch partner, he's been on Twitch for a while, and he's got a really strong community. And his whole message on Twitch is to be happy, helpful, respectful. So he's a great member to have in this council because of what he stands for and where he sees his brand going and how it aligns with Twitch's brand. I just love these strawberries. Now I wish I had some shortcake. Oh, you know what? I do have some strawberry shortcake. Man, I'm going to eat that later. So just eating raw strawberries. All right, up next, we have Cup of Noodle. And Cup of Noodle is a partner, Twitch ambassador, and host/commentator. The mayor of Cupton, a lover of zombies, and a music connoisseur. Her streams range from playing games to hosting conventions and on-site interviews to providing colorful commentary at esports events. So she's a color commentator for esports. Definitely seems, I don't know who this is. Maybe you do. She seems to me like she's a sports journalist of sorts and also a streamer. She seems like she'd be really good for the community in that she's good at she has connections outside of Twitch for sure. Understands the platform inside and out. Understands the community inside and out. And can create a direct relationship, or I guess create better communication between the platform and the users. Then the next member of the council we have is Emma Lanzo, and Emma is the director of the Center for Democracy and Technology's Free Expression Project and leads CDC's work to promote law and policy that supports internet users' free expression rights in the United States, the European Union, and around the world. The project's work spans many subjects, including human trafficking, privacy, and online reputation issues, counterterrorism, and radicalizing content, disinformation, and online harassment. Emma's area of focus includes intermediary liability law, the capabilities and limitations of automated content analysis, transparency reporting, and best practices in content moderation for empowering users and online communities. Now, It is important to have somebody on this council who understands freedom of expression. When it comes to Twitch moderation, it's important that Twitch isn't breaking any laws, constitutional laws, by hindering people's freedom of expression. So to have somebody come in and be able to target moderate, I don't know if that's a phrase, but to target moderation, so that way it doesn't hinder people's freedom of expression on the internet, is very important, because the Constitution is open to interpretation. The First Amendment is open to interpretation. I don't know how freedom of expression works in other countries. I just know how it works in the U.S. So, at least in the United States, kind of working with expression. And I also like that she works with all sorts of like disinformation content, counterterrorism, and radicalizing content. So definitely going to be a big help in the content moderation itself. Hopefully this means streamers abusing their communities. What I definitely want to see on Twitch is less of streamers abusing their communities. So there's a growing problem on Twitch with partnered streamers who beg for subscribers, and in a way to where they will say things like, it's just $5. Oh, I know you have $5. If you have hours to watch me, you have $5 to spend on my stream. Which, first of all, that's just not true. If somebody has $5, or if somebody has hours to watch you, that doesn't necessarily mean that they actually have $5. Some people are living paycheck to paycheck, where $5 is actually a lot of money. $5 could be food for the day. So there's a lot of factors in play. And it's very insensitive when streamers say that, especially when it's a partner streamer who is representing Twitch. And if Twitch doesn't want to be improperly represented by their streamers, they'd be smart to stop this kind of content from existing, per se. Yeah. Next up, we have Dr. Samir. I'm going to butcher his name. Dr. Samir Hindua. And he is a professor in the School of Criminology and Criminal Justice at Florida Atlantic University and co-director of Cyberbullying Research Center. He is recognized internationally for his groundbreaking work on the subjects of cyberbullying, sexting, and social media abuse, concerns that have paralleled the exponential growth in online communities by young people. As a noted speaker and expert on teens and social media use, Dr. Hindua also trains students, educators, parents, mental health professionals, and other youth workers on how to promote the positive use of technology. Dr. Hindua is also the co-founder and co-editor-in-chief of the International Journal of Bullying Prevention, a new peer-reviewed journal from Springer. So this guy is a doctor of criminology who specializes in cyberbullying. So somebody who knows the law really well and has extensive history with cyberbullying. Cyberbullying's a big issue on Twitch. So this is really good for their platform to have someone like this on their council. And he's a doctor. So he's got even more experience than some of these other professionals. And that he went to law school. Yeah, in the school of, he's a criminal justice. He went to law school. And probably passed the bar. Not that is really important, but it's very difficult to pass the bar. So next we have, sorry for that long pause. That was like a really long pause. But next up we have T.L. Taylor, and she is a professor of comparative media studies at MIT and co-founder and director of research for AnyKey. And AnyKey is an organization dedicated to supporting and developing fair and inclusive esports. AnyKey is huge on Twitch. AnyKey has a lot of support on Twitch, has a lot of influence on Twitch for its esports for its inclusiveness in esports. People like AnyKey. They do a really good job, and most people seem to like what they stand for. They're really popular. Yeah. So having the co-founder on this council would add some credibility. I mean, you're taking a company that most people on Twitch, already know. And it's a company that specializes in inclusiveness. She is a doctor, and she is a qualitative sociologist who has focused on internet and game studies for over 2 decades. Dr. Taylor's research explores the interrelations between culture and technology in online leisure and environments. Her 2018 book, Watch Me Play, Twitch and the Rise of Game Live Streaming, is the first of its kind to chronicle the emerging media space of online game broadcasting. And if you want to check out her book, it's a really good book. I will link it in the description below or in the show notes for this episode. Great book. Definitely go and check it out. I think it's like $15, the Kindle version. I think the paperback's like $20. If, God forbid, you want to, get the hardcover right now on Amazon, people are price gouging it for like $70. So go for it. I don't know why you'd want to pay $70 for a book that you can read in ebook form for $15. But hey, maybe you buy it at $70. Next up, we have Zizaron. And Zizaron is a Twitch partner who has been streaming since 2015. His streams mostly focus on ARPGs, particularly Path of Exile. He believes that Twitch has a culture you can't find anywhere else and looks forward to helping Twitch make rules clear and reducing community confusion, specifically when it comes to bans and suspensions on the platform. So obviously, you've seen it. There's been a lot of confusion with the bans and suspensions within the community. The community not understanding why a streamer got banned or why they themselves got banned, or not understanding how Twitch makes these decisions. Definitely not a lot of transparency there with their bans and suspensions, unfortunately. I know Emmett Shear, the CEO of Twitch, touched on this a little bit at TwitchCon during the keynote, but he basically just said, you don't know a certain streamer situation and how that affects the decisions we make, which is fine and all. And, you want to keep the privacy of the streamers. But then it becomes a problem when you have streamers that don't understand why they're getting banned, when streamers have confusion as to why they're getting banned. Because a streamer, the whole reason that you would ban them and then unban them is for a course correction. So you say, you didn't follow Twitch terms of service. We're going to ban you for a little bit as punishment for doing that. When you come back, we're going to let you come back. We're hoping that you don't break Twitch terms of service again. But if you don't know what part of the terms of service you violated, specifically what you did to violate the Twitch terms of service, there's no room for course correction there. I think that's an issue that Twitch definitely needs to work on, their communication with the community. And this council is really going to I believe, help it. I think that this council is a great idea. Nobody can deny that the Safety Advisory Council is a good idea. It's going to be interesting to see a platform with, that has seemed to struggle in the past with issues like this, how this plays out for this platform. So one member that I skipped that I said was going to go back to, the final member of this Twitch Safety Advisory Council is FerociouslySteph. And Steph has been a full-time streamer since her debut playing competitive Collegiate Heroes of the Storm in 2016. She was one of the first transgender streamers to ever be partnered on Twitch, and the first to bring a transgender pride flag emote to the platform. Her fight for inclusivity includes creating a competitive team composed entirely of marginalized gamers, which I was reading over that earlier, and I don't quite understand. I know what marginalized gamers are, and I understand a competitive team composed entirely of marginalized gamers. I understand what that is, but I don't understand. Her fight for inclusivity includes creating a competitive team. I don't know if she wants to do 100 Thieves, but with 100% socially outcast people. I don't know if that's what's going on, which to me seems a little strange, but all right. Her fight for, I just read that. And I love this. I love this description, by the way. Vehemently opposing non-inclusive mechanics such as voice chat. She vehemently, which I think is a really good description. If the reason I wanted to talk about her last was because I wanted to get into this topic. And why don't you get the conversation going? If you're watching this on YouTube, start the conversation. Do you think that, or do you agree with FerociouslySteph in her idea that multiplayer games should get rid of voice chat? I kind of want to talk about it a little bit. I do want to hear your opinion of it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely let me know in the comments below. Or, like I said, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time at twitch.tv/JillShelby13. So you can come into my channel and we can talk about this. But I kind of see both sides of this. I don't exactly know what side of this I'm on. So on one side of it, you have this idea that, and this is the argument that she makes, and she makes a very good argument. When you do voice chat, you're suscepting yourself to harassment. You're opening the door for harassment on voice chat. When you're just trying to play a competitive game, trying to work together as a team, and all of a sudden you have these people attacking you or harassing you because you're transgender, or you're a woman, or you're black, or you're Asian, whatever it may be, based on your voice or your character. These people have this opportunity. You're opening up that opportunity. You're opening up the option for that to happen. So getting rid of not Twitch chat, but getting rid of voice chat. Let's not get rid of Twitch chat. Twitch chat is very important, but getting rid of voice chat completely eliminates that idea. You wouldn't have to open yourself to that. And you're probably wondering, well, why don't you just mute yourself? It's so easy to just mute the people harassing you. But then that creates an unfair advantage, because then the other team can have a whole team of people that aren't muted working together on voice chat, and meanwhile you just muted, somebody, and now your team can't communicate as effectively as the other team. So but then we look at the flip side of that. If you get rid of voice chat, it completely hinders the communication options within the game. When you're trying to communicate with someone, text chat or pings might not be enough. I don't play Heroes of the Storm, but I do play League of Legends, and I know that if you're in the middle of a fight and you need a gank, it's very hard to just quickly ping someone or, type, hey, I need a gank, because you're in the middle of fighting. You can't type and try to fight at the same time unless you're like really highly skilled, which, okay, but it's not really feasible. So to have a voice chat to go, hey, yo, I need a gank, is very helpful. Now, I know League of Legends specifically doesn't have voice chat within the games unless you create a party. But you kind of understand where I'm going with this, is that it creates an easier communication within the game. And you're severely handicapped by not having that vital communication. And besides, the other team could just create a party, meet up in Discord, and suddenly, bam, there's your unfair advantage. So, getting rid of voice chat wouldn't solve the problem. It might help, but it won't completely solve the problem. So ultimately, there's no way to fully solve the problem, because muting and bans only go so far. You're not going to get rid of every toxic player on these communities. And if you did that, these game developers would lose a lot of money from that. So there's no real world solution, in my opinion, to this. I don't know. But again, I'm like, I don't know. I see both sides of this, and I don't know what side to reason with. I can make arguments for both sides. I was a really good debater in high school. I can argue both sides. I can argue both sides of this very easily. But let me know what you think. Again, let me know in the comments, or come into my stream. I stream every Monday. God, I don't even know when I stream. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday over at twitch.tv/DillShelby13. Links in the comments below or in the show notes. But yeah, come into my stream or comment down below what kind of your opinion is. Let's talk about this. I really want to talk about what you guys think, because it's not just about what I think. It's about what the entire Twitch community thinks. And I know a bunch of you are going to say, that's not the only reason FerociouslySteph is trending, is trending on Reddit right now. But we're not talking about that. That's just a bunch of people with nothing better to do than to look at share some clips on Reddit and judge someone based on no context, stuff that has nothing to do with them. They're not hurting anyone. Like, she's not hurting anyone by what she's doing. If you think she's weird or has mental issues, whatever it may be, don't watch her. Don't watch her. I mean, one thing you learn as a content creator is you have an audience, Your content isn't going to please everyone. Your content is going to please your audience. And your audience only. With a few outliers, of course, but you're not going to please everyone. She's not going to please everyone. She's not here to please everyone, because she's not going to do it. And streamers or creators that think that they can please everyone, are the ones that struggle, are the ones that end up failing. So, you don't like her? Don't watch her. You don't like me? Don't watch me. That's all there is to it. She's not harming anyone. She's not doing anything to negatively impact her community or anybody else for that matter. She's not taking advantage of anyone. She's not doing anything inherently bad. So to judge her based on nothing, I think is just stupid. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I talked about it and I said what I said. But let me finish swallowing this strawberry. The last thing I wanted to talk about today with Twitch news, outside of the Twitch Advisory Council, is the Prime Loot games. Are they called the Prime Loot games? Or are they just called Prime Games? Anyway, the Twitch Prime free games for May. So every month, kind of like any other, I think PS4 has free monthly games, if I'm not mistaken. Xbox Live has Xbox Gold. Twitch Prime has free Twitch games every month. And if you have Amazon Prime, you already have Twitch Prime. One of the benefits of having Amazon Prime is Twitch Prime. And Amazon Prime comes with a 1-month free trial membership for new users. So if any or all of these games seem interesting to you and you're like, oh, I want to get these. Oh, but I don't have Prime. Oh, and I've never had Prime. You can, in fact, get Prime on the 1-month free trial and get these games for free and keep them forever. And you would have these games forever. And these games are valued at more than $75, the 6 free games for this month. So let's just get right into the 6 free games this month. The first free game we have for this month is called Snake Pass. Joined by sidekick Doodle the Bird, you play as Noodle the Snake, as the reptile slithers, coils, and climbs through a mountainous landscape that's full of obstacles and puzzles. The object of the game is to find the mysterious intruder who stole the magic keystones that make it possible to travel from land to land. Initially retailed at $20, free with Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime. They're the same thing. Next, we have Urban Trail Underground. This is a racing and freestyle motocross game that rewards tricks, flips, and styles. The bolder the tricks, the higher the score. Urban Trail Playground is described as a game of speed, balance, and style. Original retail price, $7, free with Twitch Prime. We have a VC Invector. And this is a rhythm-based game that finds you soaring through a futuristic landscape. You have to hit every mark that's set to the beat of one of Swedish DJs of VC's dance tracks through tunnels and skyways. Original retail price, $20. Free with 30-day Twitch Prime trial. Then we have Pankapu. Ever want to get rid of bad dreams? Pankapu is a platform game that takes place in the dreams of is it Jaharel? Jaharel? Either way, it takes place in the dreams of this kid. Jaharel. Jaharel. I'm so butchering that name, and I apologize. Because I'm really butchering that name. But anyway, it takes place into the dreams of this kid. And you have to upgrade your skills throughout the dream to stop the nightmares from coming in and taking over. It was originally $12, but can you guess that it's free with a Twitch Prime trial? 30-day Twitch Prime trial? 30 days. Free for new members. The next game available is The Little Acre. Set in the 1950s, The Little Acre is a hand-drawn animated game that follows Aiden, an unemployed engineer, and his daughter Lily and her dog. And when Aiden goes missing, Lily goes on a search to find him, only to discover a secret entrance in her family's garden that leads to a mysterious new world. And the little acre, which was originally $13, free with Twitch Prime. And you get a 30-day Twitch Prime trial. And the last free game, which retails at $2 but is free with Twitch Prime, is called Fractured Minds. And Fractured Minds is a unique puzzle game that explores mental health. The immersive game takes you on a journey throughout the human psyche to experience what it feels like for people with depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. Meanwhile, the game's designer, Emily Mitchell, won a British Academy of Film and Television Award, also known as BAFTA, or Television Arts Award, also known as BAFTA, for game making in 2017. It doesn't say if she won it for this game. It says an interactive short by Emily Mitchell. So it doesn't look like she won it for this game. Maybe it was another game that she made, but it is a Young Game Designers winner. So, and once again, all 6 of these games are free with Twitch Prime, and you can get a 30-day Amazon Prime trial for new members. So, definitely looking to getting these games if you're kind of bored and looking for kind of some new, maybe new indie games to play. These all look like fun games. I might download them, play them. Who knows? We'll see. So, yeah. I think that concludes our first episode. This is great. This is my second time filming this. And last time I finished this episode at over an hour, I talked about the same exact stuff. And we're sitting at 39 minutes right now. So I definitely condensed this episode, which is really good. So next week we're going to be talking about more Twitch news. I try to post these episodes every Saturday. I'm filming this. It is like 9:30 p.m. Saturday, so I'm going to try to get it out before midnight tonight. If I don't, it'll be up tomorrow on a Sunday. Ooh, whatever. But most of them I will be actually recording on Friday so I can get them uploaded by Saturday. This one, I'm just late on the first one. And they'll usually go up Saturday morning. So, not Saturday at like 10 o'clock at night when everyone's asleep. Defeats the purpose of uploading this. Well, everyone's asleep. Nobody's going to watch it when it goes live. I do stream live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So make sure you come out and check me out. If you like this video on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button. Hit that big red subscribe button. I do post videos twice a week, including these video podcasts. I post videos 3 times a week, so you get 2 additional unique content, but that's like YouTube specific content. So I post 2 YouTube specific content videos a week, along with this podcast. So again, you can listen to this podcast anywhere podcasts are heard. Please subscribe to this podcast because I hope to keep this going for a really long time, and I want to make this podcast, I want to continue to make this podcast better. And the more you subscribe, the more you help me out, the more influence I have, the more I'm able to improve this podcast. Next week, we will be talking about more Twitch news, whatever Twitch news happens to come out, whether it has to do with the Safety Advisory Council or something else. That was just the biggest piece of news that I knew I would talk in depth about. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. I hope to see you in my next podcast, my next video, or my next stream. Bye for now.